Hello, welcome back to The Broken Doll, and we have a guest out here. Her name is Mabel. It wasn't working. I was becoming very upset. She was very upset. The dog was upset, and my other cat was upset. And it was just upset. I just couldn't relax in my home anymore because she was just so upset all the time. She's sitting up by my computer. She's hissing. Maybe it should have gone longer. I couldn't take it anymore. Just for that day and a half, I was done myself. She's not happy. We brought her out to the shop here, and she's just back in her element again. She just loves it. She was all over the place. She's relaxed. She's doing her thing. Her eyes have closed up a lot because her eyes were like boom wide open all the time. The poor little dog would try to go around her because he was getting hit so much by her. And when they get down that hallway of mine, it's a narrow hallway, and there's not enough berth for him to get around. So she's always hitting him all the time. So he wasn't going down the hall anymore. And that's not good because down at my last room, I have a little part where we have puppy pads out for him to go to the washroom because he's just a little dog. So he goes back there and he'll do a wee-wee in the night or early morning if we're still sleeping. And you just pick him up, you can throw them away. He's trained for that, paper trained, and he goes outside. Once we get up, we take him out, he goes out. But he has a couple puppy pads back there, and he couldn't but get back there, and I was afraid he's going to start urinating. He was going crazy trying to go to the bathroom and go to the washroom, and he couldn't because my cat was bothering him. It just wasn't working. It's not a good element. We were told about Mabel when we got her that she did not like other cats or dogs, period. But you know, the reason why we were dismissing it a little bit is because she was had kittens. She was being fixed, and she was miserable. And we don't know what condition she was when she was brought in. Who knows? You know. And then she's plopped in with a lot of other cats. So she's on the defensive side. So we thought that was it. But no, I think they had her right. Now, when she's by herself, she's a sweetheart. Oh, she's a little hunk of sugar when she's by herself. But when she gets mixed in with other animals, she's ferocious. I would be sitting at my computer and she'd just want to claw at me. If I moved the wrong way, I was getting nicked by her and everything else. I got one right here on my hand where she got me here. And I just said, you know what? I can't move. I can't move in my own house. I'm afraid I'm going to get attacked by her because she's just on fire. So this isn't good. Even in a day and a half, I wasn't happy. She wasn't happy. The animals weren't happy. You know what? Maybe it wasn't long enough. Maybe it could have turned around, but I had enough already. And she's just happy in her element here. She just is. She loves. You know what? She's an introvert, like her mother, like me, and my daughter is one. Like I said, I had a hard time talking on film here, like a video. I still do. I struggle with it, and but I do it, you know, but I force myself to get out of to go into this other happy place because I don't mind doing this. I love doing this, actually. But it's against my grain. I can feel it. But I can turn this on and off as I want. You know, I can come back into my shop and sit in here for hours on end and be happier than anything, you know. But anyways, let's get back to the doll. We are going to paint her hands and her up to her elbows here. So let's start, and we're only going to do one side, and then the next time, like we're doing the legs, I already painted the legs a second coat, so they've had their second coat. I think I'm going to do one more, and that should be enough. So let me get my glasses on me here. There we go. There we go. So I got to do this in such a way boy, you can tell the arms were never painted. They never were. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. Okay, and we're just going to let it sit and rest and dry. And then we'll come back and give it another coat, which you can tell it's going to need. Maybe not so much the hand after, like the hand definitely needs another coat, but I'm thinking that the wood's going to need more than the hand, the way it looks right now anyway. So we'll do the other one next here. I was telling my son, I said to him, that's his phone. Okay, I'm not going to bother with that. That's not for me. It's coming from Winnipeg. It's my son's phone. It's coming from Winnipeg, Alberta. I'm not touching that one. No way. All right. All right, let's come back to this one here now. Like I said, these are not, they're not the best of hands. I'm not in love with this one especially. This is the one I don't like the most. If I was to say to you which one I like the other one. I just paint it more, but hey, she's got a hand. She can clap, she can pick her nose if she needs to, so you know what I mean. She can at least look, you know, look good with hands, I guess you can say. All right. So I'm watching House of Dragons. I've been enjoying it so far. I'm only on episode 5 of season 1. So I've been enjoying that quite a bit. So that's been nice to have. And wow, this is hard to paint. There we go. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Okay, we're going to take this now and go off to the side with that. And yikes. There we go. Okay, everybody. And I'm going to take it over here. I got a paper towel over here where I'm just laying them down. And let them do their thing. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing here. Lots to this doll and little things I'm learning along the way. And I'm hoping that when somebody was saying they wanted one of these dolls, a badge doll, and you know what? There was one on eBay the other day, and it went for 50, in the low 50s, $55. That's what I paid about that. I got to go back and look, but I think I only paid in that realm, and mine didn't have hands and was in a crappy condition. I buy them on purpose like that so that I can have the joy of fixing them up. That's my thing. But $50, she had hands, and she didn't look too bad. She looked pretty good for her paint job. So I was like, and her wig looked a lot better than the one I'm working on right now. I'm working on her wig inside the house right now, separating hair and everything. And if I can get it back to looking nice, I'll put it on her. But the thing is that this one was going for $50. $50 it went for, 50, 52, 53, something like that. Between $50 and $55 it went for, and it was fabulous. I was just thrilled by it. I was like, boy, if I didn't buy this one, I would have bought that one. But again, I have to come back to it. I like the fact mine was missing hands and had a crappy head and needed some work, because that's what I do. I work on these dolls that are in need of help. And, you know, that's why I'm called the Broken Doll. And I wanted to have fun fixing one of these up. And that would have taken the fun away. So we don't want that, you know. But anyways, but for somebody who doesn't want to have all that work, that would have been a great one. They usually go, a lot of people, I've seen them have them up on eBay. And eBay people can charge whatever. They don't follow a guide or anything like that for dolls or whatnot. Maybe some do. I'm not going to say they all don't. But, you know, they keep to what they're going for. But they were going for anywhere from $150 to $300. So this one for $50-something was a gem to get, you know. If I didn't have mine, I would have bought her. Not a problem at all. I would have taken the time and just bought her, you know, and bid on her. Maybe she would have went a little higher, because I got in on the scene, you know, and got her a little higher. What I do is I keep my crappy solution here. This is just paint thinner. odorless paint thinner. So I just keep the dirty stuff in here. Clean my brush first with that, then put it into my cleaner stuff. My cleaner paint thinner. So I have like 2 things that go on. I keep a jar with my old paint thinner, and just clean, you know, it can handle still cleaning up some of your brushes, you know. And then now I'm going to take this and put this into my can over here, which has cleaner. It doesn't look like it, but it's a little bit cleaner than it was cleaner before. It was clear at one time, but that's how I do my brushes. And then slowly this will go I will pour that into that jar back there. And that's how I do it. And this is how we do it. There's another song I just came up with. But you know, you get what I'm saying here, you know. And you don't have to do as I do, but that's what I do anyways. But you know, everybody has their own little way of doing things. But anyhow, yeah, so when I saw that somebody said right on there, they would on one of them, they left me a comment saying I would like to get one of those Babs dolls. I was like, oh my goodness, I hope you see this, you know. And it was gone before I could even email you or get a hold of you. I checked back to get the lady's name. It's Kelbuck again. I like Kelbuck. If you can get on eBay and go to Kelbuck. Her name is Kelly, and if you can get a hold of her on eBay there, she starts her dolls on very low prices. $9 she'll start a doll, $9.99, and they will go up if they're worth some money. Or you know what, there's been some she'll even show you with a light. If you're into bisque, if it has a crack in the head, she shows it with a light bulb. But you know, people love them still because maybe with her price you can get your hands on one and have one that you've been desiring for a while. And where if it didn't have the crack, it would have cost you a lot more money. So that being said, you know, if you get to Kelbuck, watch her, because boy, that woman picks up dolls like you wouldn't believe. And you'll see some of her dolls in the background in cabinets there. She's got some beautiful dolls. But anyways, I hope you enjoy what you saw here. More of this wonderful, delightful stuff coming out of this doll here and what she's all about. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy seeing what little bit I gave you here. All right. So leave me a comment, thumbs up, please. And thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.